Hi, Clara of Clara Applewhite Designs. Today we're going to be doing watercolor technique and overpainting. This will be the last video for the year, and I hope you join me next year with new videos. I do hope you have been practicing and enjoying the previous techniques that I've shown you. These are the things that we're going to need. Spritz bottle, definitely for the watercolor, and the silk salt. The silk, this is used. I always use it again until it can't be used anymore. So first thing we're going to do is spritz the scarf. It's been stretched on the screen, and now we're going to spritz. So the scarf is spritzed, and I'm going to take and dab with my paper towel any excess very lightly, because you do want the scarf wet. And now I'm going to apply the paint. Remember, I use Dynaflow paints. I'm doing a windswept kind of flow. Now you see I'm using the salt to follow the direction of the paint. Now, once you've placed the salt down, you go back over and look to see if there are any other little places that you would like texture to work. And I am also painting with the salt. I also have an accent color that I'm going to add. And when you're applying the accent color, sometimes you want it to be like this, dripping. I'm aiming over the salt. And that's it for this step. Now we allow this reaction to take place and to dry. When it is dried, then we come back, dust the silk salt off, and do our overpainting. I will be doing feathers, movement of feathers and leaves in this one. So see you soon. So now we're back, and now the piece is dry, and you can see the movement that I achieved. Now I'm going to remove the silk salt. Easy to do. I'm just working with the gloves on. You don't have to do that. I'm using the gloves because I'm going to be doing another layer of painting. So you can see how fairly easy it is to remove the silk salt. So there we are, recycling the silk salt. So the silk salt has been recycled for another time. And now I'm going to do the overpainting. Now some people will leave the scarf finished like this, but I am choosing to do an overpainting of flowing feathers and leaves. I use this synthetic silk painting brush as opposed to the Sumi bamboo brushes. I may decide to use it, but depending on how it goes. So here we go. This is all shaken. The silk paint is shaken. And it's important to make sure that the underpainting, the watercolor section, is completely dry. So if I ask my camera person to get a little closer, you will see that there is a little bleeding, what we call. So you'll see that I'm working the brush, pressing into it and releasing. Down and release, down and release, down and release. Once your confidence grows and your painting skills grow, you'll find it quite exhilarating just doing the direct painting technique. Now you see me turning both ways. You don't want to remember this is a scarf, whether it's worn or hung or used as a table runner, you want to make sure that your motifs are moving in different directions. So I'm working with the accent color that I painted in. So at this point, I'm gonna look over and see if there are any dead spots in the piece. Last element. So here we have it, an example of the watercolor technique with the overpainting, direct painting technique. Just absolutely no gutta involved. It's a quick process. You can do this in a day. If you really want to rush it, you can use a fan. I literally did this morning and left the lights on and a fan going just to keep the room cool, but to allow the movement of the paint to continue. So here is your little project for the end of the year. I hope you try it. And I do want to thank my subscribers, old and new, and wish you all a happy holiday season, and looking forward to showing you and sharing some more techniques in the new year. Don't forget to like, subscribe, send me a question or two or concerns that you may have. I'll be happy to answer. And don't forget to check me out on Instagram and Facebook.